I mean, they were saying it took them like over a week to sell out,
Yep.
But for anyone who hasn't watched it, I highly suggest you do. I mean, wow, 500,000 views already. That's incredible. And it was premiered 18 hours ago. How's that?
Very impressive.
Incredible. So I think you should watch it. It was really interesting. Yeah, really, really cool.
Hell yeah.
All right. So from one big ecosystem to another, Proof, Moonbirds and Oddities update. So there's been a lot going on in the Proof ecosystem. A lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had this, it wasn't a Twitter Spaces, it was like a internal meeting with the community. And they spoke about, I mean, here's the whole script. They spoke about a whole lot of stuff. Right. So the reason that we saw Oddities pumping is that they were saying that Oddities will be able to be burnt in return for this highrise thing. So highrise is basically like an application, which is what Kevin Rose is known for, which will show you all your NFT collections in one app, will remind you about what's minting, what's not. They just had a drop, which I think if they can do it right is a really important tool that all of us need. Because how many times have you missed something, right? And wish that you were reminded about it, and then never been able to claim or something like that.
But there's like 100 of these applications already out.
Yeah, but not all of them have the budget of these guys, and not all of them have the app building background. Honestly, I mean, we got to just call a spade a spade. This is their forte. So people, listen, the proof is in the pudding with regards to Oddities, because they 2x'd overnight with this announcement. So, and there was a lot of transactions. It went from 0.7 to 1.4 Ethereum overnight. So people are excited for it for sure. And they also actually mentioned that they had consulted with Greplin first, and he is happy for his art to be burnt. He actually said that he doesn't have enough artwork being burnt, so he was quite happy with it. So you'll be able to burn it if you want for access to highrise. And then they also been, talking about Ravens, hinting at Ravens, but no one really, really knows what Ravens are going to be, when they're coming out, or anything to that effect, right? They saying they want to do 10 drops per year. I think that's a massive, massive mistake because you're just going to dilute it. But we already saw their Grails 2 came out as well. Now, so if you had a Grail Moonbird, because they gave the Moonbag. Yeah. If you had a Grail Moonbird, which is a Moonbird with like the trophy on its head, the award on its head, you could claim your Grails, only if you had that trait. And they were hinting at who the artist is, but no one knows for sure. And they're sitting at like a 3 ETH floor. And that was a free claim if you had the Grail type Moonbird. So look, I mean, the ecosystem has got a lot going on, Cade, a hang of a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe some might say too much, but they're definitely not sitting on their hands. They definitely building. I mean, and I heard him say they had a team of, I think he said 60 people.
That's a lot. I mean, they fucking made like, how many millions of dollars did they make already?
And they did well on Moonbirds. Proof was small, and it's 1,000, and but Moonbirds was, if I remember correctly, a 2 ETH mint, unless you claimed it. But there was the public mint or whitelist mint was 2 ETH.
Yep.
So 1,000 proof people were able to claim their Moonbirds for free, but the 9,000 others paid 2 Ethereum. So work it out: 9,000 times 2 ETH. That is 18,000. 18,000 Ethereum, and at the time, ETH was about $3,500.
So they made like $60 million.
Yeah, that's if they converted it. If they converted it out of ETH, which you would hope that. I would hope that, I don't know. I would hope that a collection of this magnitude would do that. But remember, when you're a proper organization like these guys are, they are paying 35-40% tax on that. So
Yeah,
straight
that's true.
away, 60 million goes to 35 million. I mean, look, there's still a lot you can do with 35 million, but I mean, if you've got a payroll of 50 people,
Yeah.
you're not paying
Depends
them
how much you're paying
peanuts.
them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you expect it to be high level guys, developers and things like
Yeah.
that. Don't know, but yeah, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but they're building. They are building, and despite their big faux pas with CCO, which was
Yeah.
they fucked up big time and absolutely stupid, and
That
they've
was.
lost respect in a lot of people's eyes. Aside from that, I'm still bullish on them. And look, to be honest, at 12 Ethereum for me, it starts to look a little bit attractive, and
Oh
at 10
shit.
Ethereum, even more
Bill's about to
so.
buy ahead.
I
Shit.
don't know. Listen, I'd rather get a mutant at this point, or
True.
hopefully a bored ape when the price goes down. I'd rather be in that ecosystem. But once you're in that ecosystem, the next one that does come to mind is Proof to me after
Mm-hmm.
BAYC. Oh, so I've got a Clone X already. That's why I'm not even talking about it. But for me, where I am now with a Clone X and a Doodle, I
Mm-hmm.
would want a Bored Ape or a Mutant first, hopefully a Bored Ape. And second, I would want a Proof,
Yeah.
Moonbird. So they're up there for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, they're a pretty good one. I would probably go, the Yuga ecosystem, and then I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Like I don't really care for the Moonbirds ecosystem as much,
If
just
I gave
personally,
you,
but
if I gave you 10 ETH now, you get a Mutant, like more
yeah,
or
I would
less.
get a mutant.
You
Yeah,
get
I
a
would get a
Mutant.
mutant. Yeah.
Okay, so now you got a Mutant. Now I give you another 10 ETH. What do you buy?
Fuck.
Your
I
options
don't know if
are
I buy anything,
it's
honestly.
plus minus. No, you have to. I'm giving it to you to buy an NFT. I'm not giving. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving it to you to buy an
I
NFT.
would
So
buy a cool cat. I would
these
buy
are
one cool cat because that would not take me too much out of it. But I do like the cool cats, and I think there's a chance that they, with one announcement, they spike up again. But I mainly would buy them just because I like them. So I would use a little bit for there, and then with the remaining 8, I would probably pick up just maybe a kennel club, or probably a kennel club.
so your choice would be a Kennel Club, a Clone X, just in that price range. Kennel
Yeah,
Club, a Clone X, a Doodle, um, possibly a Moonbird in a couple of weeks. I mean,
yeah,
they did get to about 11 and a half ETH. No, those would be your choices pretty much.
yeah. I'd get a kennel
Kennel
club, I
Club,
think.
Kennel Club, I agree with. The only problem is that it's all priced in already, pretty much.
True,
Like
true.
at 7 ETH, I don't know how much higher it's going to go. I
Mhm.
don't know if there's that much space for it to go that much higher. But you are going to get something that Mecha Dog, and that could be worth a couple of ETH. It's
Did you see
interesting.
Mechaverse?
Yeah.
That